Okay. Yes, yes,
Girl,
that's all. I
girl.
understand better.
So everyone here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Stars Tina, and here's my girl Carmel. As you can see, we are fitness on fire. We are live right now because today's topic is phenomenal. I have the volume there, so everyone will be able to hear you. We both are firecrackers. We are both fireballs. You know that song? We need that song by With My Hair. What's her name?
I know who you're talking about.
Will Smith's daughter.
Will Smith's daughter. I know who you're
Willow,
talking
Willow. So she has this song, Fireball, with freaking Nicki Minaj. We are fireballs. And together we are Fitness on Fire Experience. All right, guys. And we're here to motivate you, inspire you. We have so much. We have a really deep, heavy topic today. But before we get into that deep, heavy topic, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe right now, because we have so many things going on. The foundation of our company is mindset, nutrition, and movement, which is the same as exercise, because we believe people are looking for community, people are looking for accountability, and that's what we bring to the table. Carmel, you want to share all the little things we're doing, and then I'll talk about our big event?
Yeah, so I'm going to share real quickly what we're doing this month. And if you have been watching us, you know a little bit about it. You're probably tired of hearing us say it, but you're going to hear it anyway. So this month I am doing an ab challenge every weekday night at 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel, The Fitness on Fire Experience. I am on there doing abs. And the first week was 10 minutes, second week was 15, third week is 20. That's where we're at now. You get the idea. Next week is going to be 25 minutes, but don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. We'll be able to stick it through together and finish together, right? We are also this month, we had our skincare. So Tina did a skincare makeup tutorial, something very brief, quick, but really good tips that you can take away and start improving on the skin, on the health of your skin right off the bat. Take away and go with it. That will also be on our YouTube channel, so check it out there. We're constantly feeding into that YouTube channel to really make it the experience that we're talking about. We're not just calling it experience because it sounds cool. We're actually providing valuable information. So check it out. And July 4th.
One more thing. When you guys check it out, don't judge us, okay? This is a new venture. We're still working on the mechanics of the Canva. It's a lot of time. We're throwing so much content, guys. We're not able to make it pretty. It will be pretty, but give us time. We're just throwing content. Go ahead.
Yeah, right now it's just good stuff, right? So just bear with us and just like look at our quirkiness as cuteness. All right. So July 4th, we're doing a virtual 5K, but you got to be part of our tribe. Tina, we've gotten a few questions. How do we be a part of your tribe? DM us so we can tell you a little bit about what we offer on a personal one-to-one basis, and then you make that decision, right? We're not here to force anybody. We're not everybody's jam, right? We're not everybody's cup of tea, and it's okay. We love you anyway.
Yes.
So definitely check out what we're doing. So those are the few things. I think I got everything, Tina. What else you got?
I think you did. And today, guys, we are talking. If you saw the title of today's subject, it's about getting up when you're down. But before I talk about that, women's empowerment event, that's our main jam in the next 6 weeks, because I think it's 6 weeks away. Oh my goodness, that's all we're going to be talking about. And today's topic definitely makes you super strong. The event is in New Jersey. We're having a BOGO special right now, 125. Tickets are half price. We did an interview yesterday with one of the speakers. We have another interview. We're going to have interviews with the speakers so you actually know who's coming. We're going to be talking about mindset, spirituality, nutrition, sensuality, entrepreneurship, finances. It's a whole bunch. Go to our website. I'm going to put it right here. I'm super excited about our website. It's www.fitnessonfirex.com. But let's just chop right into today's topic. And if you guys don't know, Carmel is really smart. I think she went to Harvard or something. I don't know. But she's really smart. And she comes up with these questions that are like, huh? So Carmel, I'm throwing the mic to you to pose the question, maybe answer the question a little. And, you know, if anyone wants to join us, go ahead. But hit it, girlfriend.
Okay, so this morning I texted Tina and I said, like, my mind is heavy, my heart is heavy, and there were a few things I might have thrown in there. So, Tina, I don't remember the exact question, but it was along the lines of how do we pick ourselves up when we're down? How do we keep moving forward when sometimes what we stop. Tina, am I on the right path? You want to refresh me a little bit on what I was rambling about this morning?
Yes, it was a great question, guys. So pretty much the question is, and if you look at our Instagram and what I'm doing, I'm looking at the post that I made so I can read it word for word. And the topic of the day, when life throws you a curveball, dot, dot, dot. So when life throws you a curveball, whether it's losing your job, losing a spouse, whatever, what do you do?
And my revelation this morning, because somebody told me, Carmel, if you want to just not do, like, we have classes set up, I have the ab challenge set up, and she says, if you can't do it, let me know. I'll jump in when we'll make sure that it gets done if you need the time and if you need the space. First of all, like, as many of you know, Tina and I are just getting to know each other. We're becoming very close, and it really warmed my heart to hear her extend that. I think any normal human being would probably be able to say it, but the level of compassion that she said it with, I really felt it. It penetrated through my soul. And I was like, Tina, I really appreciate you offering that, but I want to do it. That's what distracts me. It takes me away from being so sad, and it just kind of, it livens me up. It brings me back to life. So I'm happy to do the ab challenge. I'm happy to teach the Friday morning class as I do in our boutique studio. And so I told Tina, I'm good. When I need that break and to pull back, I know, and I'm 100% confident that she'll be right there for me. She'll have my back.
Yes.
So that was also something that felt really good about it. Surrounding myself with people that have my back, and that I know that I'll be able to have this space with. Does that make sense?
Yes. Really quick question, Carmel. So those of you that are watching, today's question is when life throws you a curveball, and Carmel has been thrown a curveball, but it's been thrown to her for some time. Is this your first time dealing with something so heavy like this, Carmel?
It's not. And I think most humans, right? Most of us go through things. Tina, I don't even have to tell you. I know your life stopped 6 years ago, and we all pretty much have to find our way through, right? Because, and if we don't find our way through, it's important that we have I'll always say this, it's important that we have the people around us to help us through, because sometimes this is us, right? Trying to figure things out. And it's nice when somebody kind of grabs your hand and say, I got you, let's go this way, right?
I love it. So if you guys don't know, I believe everyone in the world has gone through some type of trauma or tragedy. It's just on a different sort of level. COVID was traumatic for some people. Losing their job can be traumatic for some people. For me, it was many things. When I was a teenager, my boyfriend broke up with me. I thought I was going to die. I literally tried to kill myself because I'm like, he left me. What am I going to do? I'm sure there's many women out there or young teens who think, if this relationship's over, your life is over. That can be traumatic. It can have horrible effects. This is an uplifting room today, even though it's going to be a little heavy, but we're going to teach you how to overcome your traumas. And, Carmel, like I said, she's coming into my life like this. I believe God brought us together for a reason. My platform, since I started this whole thing, is turn your tragedy into triumph. And I was on Facebook. If you guys on Facebook, I'm not a Facebook person. Carmel got me there. I was looking at videos for the past 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I was posting lives just like her in my car. And like I said, someone else's trauma may be, for myself, losing my dad when he was 49, my son dying. Carmel is going through a trauma, tragedy, whatever right now, if she'd like to share, because I'm sure there's people out there right now who are going through issues and like, how do you do it? So Carmel, if you would like to share what you're going through, and then I would like to share how I got through mine, and then maybe we can help other people as well. What are your thoughts?
I'm not ready to share.
Okay.
but it's not something. It's not something that nobody's gone through, right? It's something that and it's interesting, right, Tina? Because I was telling you about it last night, and I was smiling, and Tina's like, "You don't have to smile," and I said, "Well, this is like me, right? And if I didn't smile, then that wouldn't be authentic to myself, and that would make me feel worse. The inability, because you all know I just love to smile. I wear my somebody says, Carmel, you're a smile. And I'm like, you should see my mom's. And this heaviness that's in my heart has a lot to do with my mother. And, but I think I might have lost your question, Tina, but I think you hear what I'm going.
Yes.
You hear what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes. So what works for one person, and Maisha, if you'd like to come through, we'd love to have you, because you know how we love Maisha. She got me this morning. Well, she didn't get me. I kind of led into her because your question of the day, it was you, Carmel. Your question of the day did it. It was, what's missing from your life? And I said, love. And I said, I don't think that I'm able to love at this point because I'm still so hurt, even though I'm happy and I'm going, and, you know, and Maisha was saying how you have to let it go, blah, blah, blah. But the point that I was saying is everyone handles death differently. Everyone handles, you know, and then you have that sudden death. Who expects their 21-year-old son to be murdered? Like, you're thriving, you're hanging out, boom. That's one way to look at death. But then you have those other ways of death where the person is literally years or months, and you're like, I hear my clients talking and they're like, yes, my mom's in the nursing home, she's been there for X amount of years. So that's a whole nother toll of pain. And when you said, and I felt so stupid after I said this, Carmel, when I asked you if you wanted me to take over your classes, I had to think about me, because when I went to the gym the next day. Actually, I went to his shop because I said we have to open the store. He had a sneaker store, and I was like, I know he'd want the store open because one time it was a blizzard. Everything was closed, but East Coast Kicks was open. So I said Jamal would want this store open. So the next day we were in there. People thought I was crazy. My daughter was selling sneakers. We're like, come on, let's gotta make that damn money, right? So everyone handles death differently, and you have to find what works for you. Maisha says she's got a few things here I want to reach through. I don't know if she's going to come live with us. She says it's also the meaning we assign to the event. And for some, death is a transition and leaves no trauma. I like that one, Maisha. That's a heavy one. We also respond so differently. Now, I don't know, because Carmel looks like she's on the highway, so I really don't want her to touch her phone. And she started the live, so I'm not sure if you're able to pull Maisha through. But Carmel, what are your thoughts about what Maisha just said? This one right here, death is a transition and leaves no, for some, and leaves no trauma, which is cool. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I feel like, hi. To respond to your question, I've learned that. Like, I remember learning that a long time ago because I'm Catholic and we don't look at death like that. My family is a big traumatic event. But somewhere along the way, I got it in my mind, I got it in my heart that this is a transition, and once we go over, it's pure positive energy. And I believe in that, and I feel relief knowing that. Let's just put it that way. But it's hard to go through the process. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that, you know, like this time that you sometimes feel that you're losing, and maybe sometimes that's what you're mourning. You're mourning the things left unsaid or undone, or the words left unsaid. And a lot of times that's what we're mourning. Not so much that this person is going on to a better place. And it's selfish of us to want to keep that person here with us if they're suffering. So with that, Maisha, welcome. Hi.
Hi, and I agree with you on that. Hi, yes. I mean, you know, and I start to say transition instead of death because I think people think death is final, and of course, this is all dependent on a person's belief system. And my belief system, death isn't final. It just means you're not presently here in your human form. But if I want to speak to somebody from the other side, I can do it at any time. They aren't gone. I just can't see them, right? And so even like when my ex-husband passed away, I never expected that I, you know, like we were joking, like he would fight death if it ever came to him, you know, and so we just knew he was going to make a miraculous recovery and talk about it and have even more bragging rights. And when I got the call, it was just complete and utter shock to me that, and I also believe, and I know everybody doesn't, but I believe that for whatever reason, we will choose to exit this world. Those of us left behind don't like that idea because why would someone choose to leave us in pain? But life is such a huge spectrum, and it's not just about us, and we forget that, and the parts that we all play in each other's lives and the agreements that we make. And so I know that he chose to leave. I'm pissed at him about that, to be clear, because that was just not necessary, but I know he chose to leave. But it was something, it was just such a shock. I've been handling it okay because these are the ideas I have about that, right? And so to me, I miss talking to him audibly, but literally dude is always here. I have a pendulum thing, like he's here now. I feel him all the time. My daughter is having a very difficult time with it, right? Her ideas around those things left unsaid, the relationships, all of those things, it's really hard for her. So she can't even talk about it really, and it's been 2 years. She doesn't say his name, nothing, right? So that's why I mean it affects each of us differently, but it doesn't have to be. It's a trauma for some, and it's not a trauma for others. There are people who pass away, and like you know what you're dealing with your mom, Carmel. It's a beautiful time to have the celebration of her life and to like send her off, with like song and dance and just like wish her well, like she's getting on a boat to just go off to Valhalla like the Vikings did, like bye-bye, and kind of do that type of thing, which is what I hope for myself. It's really hard when it's sudden and it's unexpected, because and what happens is the trauma is that we get frozen in time. That's what happens when something hits us and we don't have tools to process it. There's a part of us that freezes at that moment that just can't come into the present, because to come into the present means actually really leaving that behind, which is kind of what I was talking to Tina about this morning. So that's how that happens. But yeah, so it's really how you see it. It's really how you process it. There's no timeline for it. Like this idea of the 5 stages of grief, it doesn't go like that. It's like stage 1, stage 5, stage 2, stage 1, stage 4, it doesn't, it's linear. It's not linear, it's circular. So, but I'm sending you love, Carmel.
Thank you, Maisha. That means everything. I appreciate that. Oh. Yeah, so I was curious. I had a little bit of FOMO this morning. I was curious as how the room would go and the question of the day.
Girl, you got to listen to the replays. If you didn't hear this morning on Clubhouse, Maisha just kind of like...
Triple J was preaching. Woo!
It was a good one. So Maisha, thank you for your insight. What's our topic? When life hits your heart, throws you a curveball. All right, she's leaving us. She's waving us bye. Bye, Maisha. I love it. Well, if it means anything to you, Carmel, you look amazing. I love those shades, girlfriend. I love them.
Thank you very much.
I think we produced a little heavy conversation and lightened it up for some people. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's healthy. It's healthy for people to see that there's another side to us too. It's not always fun and wow. It's not always that. We're real people. We have real lives, and things hit us in a real way. And it's up to us to react accordingly to who we are, so that we can be authentic to self, right? Because Tina, you and I, we show up on social media every day.
I know.
So do we show up like the world is coming to an end? Do we show up like nothing is wrong, or do we just not show up? And in our case, you and I, we're kind of made up the same. We're like, we're not gonna not show up. So we show up authentically, and I appreciate you bringing this topic up and for us to discuss it, because this is real life. And I say that to say, and I don't know if you saw my Facebook Live in our private group, but in our private group, the Facebook Live, I said, it's about implementing those habits, those good habits, that when life does throw Friday mornings with you all. My habit is to get up and eat well. Everything's already in place. My ingredients are in my refrigerator. I'm not going to eat shit because I don't have shit, because I've already created a habit where I have good things to help me nourish my body while that's not in the forefront of my mind, right? So it's having things in place. So when life does throw us a curveball, yes, we go into autopilot, and we do what we have to do, and we do it in a healthy way, so people don't have to worry about us as much. Or we just kind of like, that'll help us fall back into real life once the whole trauma of it is over. Am I making sense?
Oh gosh, it's amazing, girl. That's why I wanted to go live. And if you're watching, you're either on LinkedIn, you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're getting it all. I'm actually on Instagram right now. If you guys are looking at the screen, I'm like, what is she looking at? I'm looking at Carmel right here as we are on what is this? Help me out, Brain Feast. Instagram, because we go on Instagram every day, Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock. That's our goal, just to bring you some motivation, inspiration, and talk about everything we're doing. And, you know, it's real life. We're all going through something, but we got to get up and get through. And Carmaid made a great, you know, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but how rituals. The open nester says, love rituals, and it's never too late. Please do me as for older peeps, ESPN open nesters. We need to hear this. Yes, the open nesters. We're here every Monday through Friday. 3 o'clock is our normal time. We join together, guys. This is something I truly believe was created by God. You know, I just feel I don't push things. I just let things flow, and this is flowing, and it feels amazing. You know, together we're going to change the world, and it does. And I think God. You know how they say God is when my son was murdered, someone said, you know, you're a warrior, Mom, Tina. God has chosen you, you know, because you're strong. God has chosen you, Carmel, because you are strong. Has chosen us to do this because there's other people in the world who aren't so strong, and it's okay. But we're here to build you up and make you just as strong with us. With that being said, if you're, go ahead.
One of my favorite things to say is, although people say it a lot, and I heard you mention it too yesterday, Tina. You said God doesn't give us anything that we can't handle, but I always add to it, God didn't give us anything we cannot handle without putting the people around us to help us through. Yes. It's so important to remember that.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. And it's crazy because when I was thinking, I was like, you know, when, if, however, you know, I'm like, I want to be there. I don't have to be there. You don't need me there. You don't need me there, but I know my energy. I know what I can do when I'm around people. And I want to be, I feel God wants this light of sunshine there with you when, you know, when that time comes. So love rituals. Thank you so much, the open nesters. With that being said, guys, we're really pouring a lot into this event because, and I say this all the time, it is about you. It is about you because it's definitely not about me. But everything we are pouring into you guys is really pouring into ourselves, you know. This women's empowerment event is to keep us empowered. Maisha, who just spoke, she's going to be one of the speakers, and she's also something you missed out on, Carmel, because you weren't there. She's also going to do private readings that day. So if anyone wants to tap into her, they can schedule it today. I don't know her prices. You know, I think it gets like 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15, something small amount of time. We'll have like a separate room where she can do her own thing. So this is just going to be a day of, it's going to be an experience. So if you're looking to grow your business, grow your mind, grow your body, come around some amazing women, this is the event. As I said, the website is on here. I pinned it. I don't know if you can still see it. fitnessonfirex.com. And we have a BOGO special going on now. We did it, 24 minutes. Not that bad. Not that bad, girl.
Not that bad at all. Not that bad at all. I appreciate this conversation, and I love that people are getting to know a different side of us because there is a side of us that are business. Like we're just kind of like, let's make this happen. And how do we affect lives? Right? We don't affect lives by saying, hey. That's not how we do it. People love that energy, absolutely. But there's thought that goes into it, right? Because we are intentionally before you. Letting you know what we do because we know the importance of it. We have a passion for it, Tina and I. And we just make sure that we want to surround ourselves with people who are open to what we have to offer, which is all good.
Yes, and if you're watching this today, just write in the chat, what you like best about these, if there's a topic you want us to talk about, because one of our speakers said something yesterday and it warmed my little heart. She was like, she really looks forward to these 3:00 little pop-in midday fire because it lifts her up. It really motivates her and gets her going. So if you like this, write down what you like about it. Give us some type of input so we know what's going on.
So somebody put in some kind of a question. I've never seen this feature. You look like you would be a really good guest for a podcast. So I think I just responded and said, would love it. So we haven't done a podcast, Tina, but I think we'd be fantastic.
I know. I think would be great. We have so many things in the making, Carmel. I wonder if you could do podcasts from different states. Like, could Fitness on Fire have a podcast? Whoever wrote that whoever wrote that about the podcast, reach out to us and maybe you can assist us with this because, gift of gab we got, and I'm getting hungry, Carmel. I'm going to get a salad. I'm sorry. I'm getting brain agita.
All good.
My mind's all over the place. Are we doing my interview tonight or are we postponing it?
No, we're on.
I love it. I love it.
You're not escaping this one, Tina. Don't even try it.
So 2 things I want to say. Last week I got to interview Carmel. I'll probably do it again in a couple weeks because I'll know her even better. She's interviewing me tonight, but that's what I love about this girl. I don't think, besides Renee and probably my daughter, I don't think I know anyone who's so into their word. I'm like crossing my fingers. Maybe she'll say no. Maybe she'll say no. But if we say we're going to do something, guys, we're going to do it. It might be a little bit later, but hook or by crook, you're going to see us here Monday through Friday between 3 and 4. If not both of us, at least one of us, because I know one of them, we weren't getting like internet or something when I was in California. But we came through. We came through.
Yes. We always will. And I want you all, please just check out Tina's Instagram page. She is raising money and collecting sneakers, lightly used or not used at all, brand new, so that she can ship to Africa. It's for a very noble cause. You heard her mention that her son was murdered, and she's doing it in honor of her son, which is a beautiful, beautiful gift to these children in Africa who desperately want and need sneakers. So that's what Tina's goal is. And you're going there when? November or October?
Oh, I don't know if I'm going. I want to go. My birthday's in November. We want to have them by August. So starstina.com. That's my daughter calling.
We got to collect these sneakers. We're collecting 300 pairs of sneakers. That's a lot of sneakers.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people have come through, and it's never too much. So
you're ringing too? I think your phone's ringing. We missed all of that. We can't.
Think she's amazing.
We missed you.
Oh no!
Was your phone ringing?
I was just saying, go over to Tina's page. It was ringing, and I turned it off.
Yeah, mine was too.
So I was just saying, go over to Tina's page and just make sure that you support monetary support, or a pair of sneakers, or 2 pairs of sneakers, or 3 pairs of sneakers.
So Carmel, our sidekick. Our accountability partner has all the answers, right? She wrote, it is possible to do podcasts from different locations. So I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard. Renee is going to get it all together so the 3 of us can come up with a podcast, because I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard. Renee is getting her first speaking engagements. I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, Renee, and hook up the podcast. Hook it up.
All right, let's get out of here. You're driving. See you later, hon. Bye, guys.
I have good.
Bye-bye.